I'll be recording this from this point forward. We're solving the outside forces for problem 24. I found the sum of the forces in the x is equal to 4,000, and then the sum of the forces in the y equals 2,500. And now we're doing the sum of the forces in the y for A. You heard we know what EY is. A plus 2,500 minus 5,000 minus 6,000 equals 0. What's that, 8,500 pounds. So that's what A is, 8,500 pounds. I'm also going to go ahead and find my angle here. All the angles are 6/8 angles. So I got 6 up. Right, that's my triangle there. So tan theta is 6/8. So theta equals inverse tangent of 6/8. Theta equals 36.87. So I'm going to put this theta somewhere so we can remember. They're all going to be the same angle. I'll just leave it down here. I don't think I'll be over there. So that's the outside forces in the angle that we need to solve our joints. So I can come through here and erase all this. And I can start solving for my joints. So I'll start with joint A. And I'll just draw it out. Give me a little more room here. There's AB. A is up at 8,500 pounds. And I got AD. Now, ABY has to be going down to cancel out 8,500. So that makes this compression. So ABX is going left. So that makes AD tension. So this is AB cosine of 36.87 and AB sine of 36.87. I'll do the sum of the forces in the y first. Set them equal to 0. AB sine of 36.87 equals 8,500. Put that in my calculator. AB equals a big number. I'm going to get rid of these decimals because I'm not going to have room for decimals on my crazy piece of paper over here. Is that okay with everybody? Or is that going to freak you out? I know how we like to always do things the same. If you're going to be freaked out by that, I'm sorry. So it's 14,167 pounds. And that's compression. So we put that up here in our little drawing. I'm not going to put units locals on there either because I just don't have room. Remember, the drawing itself is to just help you as you go down the road. And then the sum of the forces in the x, I didn't really leave myself a lot of room here. Sum of the forces in the x equals 0. AD equals AB cosine of 36.87. And that comes out to be 11,333. 11,333. And that's tension. Follow me? Anybody have any questions? You're going to have to speak up if you have a question because I can't see the chat. I apologize. Oh, no, I can't see the chat. If you need to have a question, just put it on the chat or stop me or yell or do something. Joint D. We're going to go to joint D next. Joint D.
I'm tied up to like 7, but I would go if you guys don't know. Okay. Sorry. No, it's hard.
All right, so let me erase. I was erasing this, muting people, erasing this. I got a lot going on here. This is filmed in front of a live studio audience, so sometimes things get a little out of control. We're going to go to joint D next. Joint D is the easy one, right? We got our 4 forces. We got 11, 3, 3, 3. We have 6,000, and we have BD, and we have DE. So you can see some of the forces in the X equal 0. DE is going to equal 11,333 pounds, and that's going to be in tension. And BD, when we do the sum of the forces in the Y, very similar. BD equals 6,000 pounds. That's also in tension. So we add these to our drawings. Anybody have any questions on those? All right, where should we go? We got joint B, joint C, or joint E. C is the least hairy because there's only 2 forces in the 4,000. That's probably the easiest. Now, one thing sometimes students do that's a mistake is they take this 5,000 force. Oops, I didn't want to make it a line. I wanted to make it a highlighter. And they add it at joint D because it's the line of actions add up. You don't want to do that. You only use the things acting at point D. You're not going to go up there and add something that's not acting at that point. The 5,000 is going to act at this point. So if you're going to do point B, then you include the 5,000. Just because its line of action goes the whole way down through, you do not include it at joint D. All right, so we can jump around. We can stay at joint E. I don't care. Oh, we're going to have to do joint E eventually anyway. Let's do joint E. Oh, the highlighter's still on. We got ourselves 4,000, 11,333, 2,500, BC, and CE. Now you can see we got 11,33.3. Oh, it's great. It's 7,000 more than 4,000. So BC is going to have to be helping, right? The X component of BC has to help the 4,000. It has to. Can you see that? So that means the Y component of BC is down. So this is BC cosine of 36.87. And this is BC of sine of 36.87. So that is a fourth quadrant force. Now the other one's tricky. Is CE up or down? We don't know which it is. So what we're going to do is we're going to guess positive. And if our answer comes out to be negative, what does that mean? That's right, it's going the other way. If your answer comes out to be positive, it's going up. So let's see what happens here in all the excitement of our truss. We're going to do the sum of the forces in the X first to find, because we don't know CE, so we got to do the X first. So I got BC cosine of 36.87 plus 4,000 minus 11,333 equals 0. Put that into my calculator to find BC. That's not BC, is it? That's BE. BE, sorry. I don't know where I got the C from. This is joint E. It's got to be BE. That's unlike me to make a mistake. All right, what did we get for BE? Did you get 9167? Nine one six seven. And then we'll do the sum of the forces in the Y. If I have room here. Sum of the forces in the Y equals 0. CE plus 2,500 minus 9167 sine of 36.87 equals 0. CE equals, when you put this in your calculator, you get 3,000 pounds. And it is positive, so that would be tension. So we guessed right. £3,000. Questions on that? All right, one more. We're going to joint C. So joint C, oh, I got that down a little bit. Joint C, we got 4,000. We got 3,000. And then we have this unknown force, BC. We do, however, know it's got to be in the first quadrant. You got to have BC sine of 36.87. It's got to cancel the 3,000. And then BC cosine of 36.87. Who can tell me what it is without looking at anything? Without looking at their calculator or anything?
Is it
5,000? 5,000. Good job. How'd you know?
Well, 3 and 4 are the like the Pythagorean theorem, you know, A and B of the C, which is 5, 5, and you multiply everything times 1,000.
Very good. 3, 4, 5 triangle, right?
Mm-hmm.
Good. So we can write it out. You're the star today. Well done. If I had a gold star, I'd put it right on your book. Can I do that? Is that possible? I probably can. I don't think I can give out awards or anything. So we'll just solve it out here. B, C. Prizes. I'll mail them to you. Snail mail. But they're so busy with the election stuff, they don't have time for snail mail. And that will be compression. And we did it. We did it, everybody. So that took me about 20 minutes. Any questions on that? I don't know what to do. Usually, like in class, I'll have you work on a problem and come around and help you, but it's really hard for me to do that here virtually. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I can just we'll do it like we did it last time, where I'll just do a little bit and then I'll have you do it and then we'll do it back and forth. But if you think you got it, you can leave, but I would not recommend it. I would stay and watch, just even to watch. But I'm putting you in charge today. Putting you in charge of your own lives, which is scary. Let's do 33, I guess, on page 110. It says just to find I'm going to do this in blue for a little change of pace. It's got a lot of members in it, though. I didn't want to do that many. We'll do as many as we can, I guess. I can just delete members. Let me make sure I have this one. 28. Let's do 28, actually. I want to do 28. This has a 0 member in it. So I'm going to draw it out. All right, find the outside forces. I don't know if F is up or down. Fy. All right, let's take a look at these. FX should be 10 kips. We have some of the moments about F equals 0. So 10 times 40 minus 30 times 30 plus G times 15 equals 0. G equals 86.67. I'm just going to round it up again because I'm running out of room on these pages. G is 80. Oh, F's down, isn't it? F's got to be down. G's that big. So we're going to have F plus 86.7 minus 30 equals 0. F equals negative 56.7 kips. Remember, don't panic. All that's telling you is that this is going in the wrong direction. F is down. So just go back to your original drawing and change it. Shouldn't it be 56.3, right? Not 56.7. No, that was right. Man. Sorry. All right, we're back in business now. Does anybody have any questions on the outside forces? And this is what we did last chapter. Now, where can we start? We can start down at joint F. That's pretty easy. Joint F. Right. We got 56.67. We got 10. That means FG is equal to 10. And DF is equal to 56.67. Now, on the test for work, you can just do this, right? If it's that easy, you can just make it like that. You don't have to write it. I understand that you realize the X forces cancel and the Y forces cancel, but you still have to show something. So that's joint F. And then joint A is likely the next easiest, if not the easiest. If we go to joint A, notice we have 10 kips coming from here. We have AB, and we have AD. Well, AB is going to cancel out. It's got to be 10 kips, right? There's got to be compression. Look at AD. AD is a reaction force. There's nothing pushing on AD. There is no force up here. Nothing. So AD has nothing to react against. So when you sum the forces in the Y and set them equal to 0, the only force you have is AD. AD equals 0. So AD has no force. It's a 0. Now, if the external forces were changed, right, if you added a force there, now AD supports. But the way that the truss is set up in this force situation, AD does not have any force acting in it. It doesn't have any tension or compression. Do you have any questions there? Where should we go next? Probably joint C would be my guess, or G. C or G. Go to G next. You guys try joint G. All right, let's give it a try. We got DG coming in. And we got EG up here. And we have 10. So we didn't ever find our angle, but our angles here look like, what are they, 2015? So theta equals inverse tangent of 20 over 15. Theta is going to be 53.13. So DG's got to be, it's got to have an x component, canceling out the 10. So its y component is down. I doubt it's going to be very big because 10 is pretty small. So EC is probably down too, would be my, or EG is probably down, that's my guess. Sum of the forces in the x equals 0. DG cosine of 53.13 equals 10. DG equals 16.7. Oh, this is 86.7, but either way, 16.7 kips. And that is compression. And then sum of the forces in the y equals 0. I probably should have put it below. Sum of the forces in the y equals 0. DG sine of 53.13 minus EG equals 86.6 or 86.7. 80, oh my goodness, that's not right. EG equals 73.3 kips, and that's also compression. So we got compression, we got compression, we got compression, we got compression. So this is 73.3, and this is 16.7 right there. Now we can't go to E, right? We can't go to E. There's 3 unknowns. Remember, you can only have 2 unknowns. Can't go to D. There's 3 unknowns. Well, no, there's 2 unknowns. We can go to D. C's easier. We can go to C. We can't go to B. So our only choices are C or D. I think C's easier. Try C. How we doing? Ready? Ready for C? Ready to see C? Is anybody still here? Is it just me talking to myself? All right, there's a lot of people here. Sometimes I worry. All right, joint. Let's cross that out. I already got my eraser away. Joint C. So we got 30. We got BC. We got CE. Again, CE's got to cancel out the x component of that. So that's CE sine of 53.13, which makes this first quadrant. So CE cosine of 53.13, positive x. That makes BC go to the left. Sum of the forces in the y equals 0. CE sine of 53.13 equals 30. CE equals 37.5 kips. And that's compression. Sum of the forces in the x equals 0. CE cosine of 53.13 equals BC. BC equals 22.5 kips. That's tension. Should have wrote it on the other side. Now we got that one done. So our next choice is E. E's pretty easy. We got just a positive x and a positive y. Or B or D. We only got 1, 2, 3 members. So we got to do 2 more joints. You guys finish this up. Take it home. And then I'll come in. I'll swoop in at the end and look like a hero and show you how to do it. All right, so I'm going to do E first. And you can just mute me if you don't want to listen to it, if I'm bothering you, but I'll walk through it for those of you who do want to listen. I'm not going to be offended if you mute me. It's probably a good, maybe some of you just mute me all the time anyway, but now you have my permission. So joint E, I don't know why I picked this one. I'm guessing BE's going down because of just the way that it's looking here. Be my guess, BE's going down. All right, so I found BE and I found a DE. So I can put those into my chart. And finally, I got to find BD. So find BD. I won't erase that. I'll try to squeeze it in here. I'll do it in a different color. I think I can do it. I'm a professional. All right, so I'm going to do this at joint D. Oh, both of these are the worst. Actually, joint B is easier. Joint B is easier than joint D. So joint B, I have 22.5, 10, 43.5, and there's my BD. So sum of the forces into Y equals 0. BD sine of 53.13 equals 43.5. BD equals 54.2. And that's tension. Oh no, I had the eraser on. There we have it. There is a full truss, all the members solved. I'm not sure what level of participation you had, if you were just watching or if you were doing, but that is how it's done. I'm going to stop the recording.